It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Today, a battle out of the AFC between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Miami Dolphins. Is teed up, and with the boots, the NFL postseason has officially begun. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Right, here we go.
First play is a design run. There he goes, right sideline. He makes it in for the touchdown. The Raiders take a 6-0 lead right away. So the first lead of our game goes to our visitors, Brock, and I know it is very early. But tough not to have that word upset at least start to creep into your mind just a bit.
You go into someone else's building in the playoffs, this place has been juice. They have been so hyped to get to this game. Yeah, and the odds certainly in the home team's favor. But you go out and score, touchdown on the opening drive, level it a whole bunch.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10.
319! Look out!
Opening carry for Devon Achane. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. And stick with Achane. He takes it ahead for about 4 yards. It's 3rd down.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
So now here's 3rd and 5.
Hey, check that. Street.
Operating from the gun, it's Ewers. That finds Davis complete. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
5 wide.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Escapes them, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
At the 44-yard line.
Miller! 180! Look out!
Working from the gun, it's Allen. Well, right side, hauled in by Collins. And he's tackled for a short gain.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Let's see what they went with. Third down.
180! Listen!
Here he goes. Third and long. It's in or no. They dropped another one. Pitch dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. It does force a fourth down. So no initial clapback, at least not immediately. Gonna have to play from a deficit for at least a little while as that opening drive stalls out.
And your hope here offensively is that deficit remains unchanged when you get the ball back the next time, because you do not want to be looking 2 scores down to start this one out.
Begins his return at the 16. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Raiders just about ready for this one. It's first and 10. First play is going to be a give to Genty. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. Now about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield. And bringing tight end in motion right. First down, and they go right back to it. Oh, he put him in a spin cycle. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's a Vegas first down.
Dude, I think I can even feel it up here in the booth. You feel this offensive line just gaining confidence. When you get chunk run after chunk run in this league, boy, those big guys say, feed the run game.
Going to the ground again on first. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Roger McCreary brings him down that time.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Trying the right side. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. They get 6 and a first down as well.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
Keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. That's complete to Bowers outright. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on first down.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches.
Hey, here we go, hey.
Genty from the gun. And they're going to have 1st and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, kid, if you want to take your shots. And some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Breaking the huddle. Here's first and goal.
49, flip it off, 49. Thomas up.
Jency runs it in for the Las Vegas touchdown. The Raiders pull out in front further, 13-zip.
Okay, 2 offensive possessions, 2 offensive touchdowns, but even sweeter than that is 2 rushing touchdowns. You are setting a tone and a mindset, and this defense, they better regroup.
That one splits the uprights. And the Raiders drive out to an early 14-0 lead. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10.
Ready?
From the shotgun, it's Allen. This is caught by Jalen Waddle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Now the shotgun, they'll give it to Achane. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys. Not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make him stop.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Here's Allen. Flushed out of the pocket. Right side, caught by Davis. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. We've reached the end of one in this opening round of the AFC playoffs. Our score, 14-0. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They start out with a 3rd and 6.
56, 56. Off 52.
Throw here, 3rd down. He's got it, complete to Collins. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Gain of 15 there. And that is the Dolphins' first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
On first down, Allen. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Raiders get the football on the first turnover of the contest. Starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Giving this to Jency. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Out of the gun, here's Smith. That's complete to the back, Ashton Genty. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He just gets down inside the 35-yard line. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26. New set of downs for him from the 31.
A gain of 26 yards. And the Raiders first down.
Genty on the draw. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run in crossing that first down marker.
From the gun, Smith. Got a man, it's Dante Thornton Jr. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Carlson to tack on the extra point. Got a good plant in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Raiders stretch their lead to 21. Kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a chance. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Reach in again. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And it's going to be 1st down Miami.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
56.
And they're going to throw out of the gun. And down he goes. Raiders got him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with the sack.
So after the sack, quite the situation they find themselves in. Here comes 2nd and 22. Allen to throw. And he sure came us all to make that play, but it hits the deck. It's going to be 3rd down.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Now one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings up 4th and long. So the Dolphins readying for the punt. And they could really use a good one here. And he drives this one into the pouring rain. Fields this at the 19. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Pressure comes. Smith. They go to Venti on the dump off. He's going to be brought down right at the 35. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the first down.
1st and 10 now. Here's Smith. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
Here we go.
Shotgun snap to Smith. Short pass brought in. All right, short of the marker for the moment, but they've got 3rd and short coming up from their own 44.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
Exactly 2 minutes to play in half number 1. More from Hard Rock Stadium after this. Third down, 1 yard to go. This gets the 1st and more. At the 20. He does it. Touchdown. The Raiders bump racing them to the halftime locker room.
Las Vegas.
So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. Yeah. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Carlson good on the extra point. And the Raiders continue piling on to this lead.
Dolphins, nothing.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone, so we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10.
Middle. Look out!
It's H.M. on the inside give. Nearly starts the drive with a 1st down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, a nice little run to set the table.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1.
Stop.
Setting him on the dime. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy in midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Look out!
Throwing now on first down. Allen. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Picked off by Garrett Williams. And the Raiders return the interception almost to midfield before the tackle's made.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out and throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Smith on first down. Bails out of the pocket quick. Has a man on target to Thornton. He's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone. Brock inside the 15. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
First down. It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Las Vegas first down.
From the red zone now. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. So first time we've seen one of his passes hit the ground this game, Brock. He'd been perfect before that one.
Well, we hear it and we know it. Right, the team that makes fewer mistakes in this league typically wins the game. Yeah, that was what would you call a first mistake throwing the ball. They still got the lead thanks to earlier efforts.
And he has it down in the 8-yard line on the play.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 3rd and 4 coming up now.
Ready. Ready, set.
Left side, gets it out quick, and it's caught. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal. A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. And he scores. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders get more points to end a lopsided first half. Carlson now to add 1 more. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the Raiders grow their lead yet again. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. So no return this time. Let's see if they run a play or if they just decide to kneel out the half.
At their own 35-yard line.
Last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And they finally stop him, but not before he picked up 7 on that first down run. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. With this kick, we're back underway. A spot in the divisional round on the line. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Pressure coming. It's Allen. Here's a screen for Achane. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Working from the gun. It's Allen. That's incomplete on 2nd down. Not on the same page with his tight end. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
319!
3rd and long. It's Allen. That's caught for the 1st. This is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play.
Throw right, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders will set up just a little bit shy of the 40 following the tackle. Good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They go play action. Here's Smith. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Play action. Here's Smith. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the first down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
They'll motion him out of the backfield left. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game. Trying to find Brock Bowers. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Now the Raiders readying for the punt. And they'll turn to former All-Pro A.J. Cole for the kick. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. Offense emptying the backfield as they come up here. 1st and 10.
180! 5 wide. What's that?
Not deterred by that pick. He's thrown again. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they face 2nd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
What's that?
2nd down. Allen throwing again. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Allen on 3rd down. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
The issues this offense has been having, well, they extend well beyond third down today. You just look at that big goose egg on the scoreboard, but now time's not on their side either.
So out now comes the punter. And he's only a handful of yards from his own goal line. And they'll get to this one right around, no, actually exactly at the 15-yard line. The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Motioning one of the tight ends. A play fake. Now Smith to throw. Quick rally to the catch by the defense. Stopping the game at the 33. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. That's a Vegas 1st down. They send a man in motion. Smith on 1st down. Into the hands of Tucker. Complete. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Out of the gun, here's Smith. Wow, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. Picked off by Cater Kohu. And the Dolphins have the football at what looks to be the 37-yard line.
Smith's pass. Intercepted. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10.
5 wide, 180! What's that?
There's A-Chain up the middle. He gets crushed behind the line and the ball comes out. But the Dolphins able to track that one down and cover it, so crisis at least momentarily averted. Well, that is not how you make the most of an opportunity when your defense gives you the football back. But the good news is, Brock, at least they get another shot.
Yeah, when you're running on the field, you feel the joy of that defense, right? They just got you a possession. They're giving you an opportunity. And thankfully, they saved the day by at least jumping on the ball.
Buys time, rolling right. He tucks it and takes it off. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. He even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the 1st down.
To the air on 3rd and long. That finds Davis complete. And he's going to be touched down at that spot, which means the effort makes it 1st and goal.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
Dumped off to his running back. Not able to make a push for that goal line. He's hit for a loss back at the 3.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Raiders close it in, and down he goes. Quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
You know what that call tells me a little bit? That they didn't trust that they could win the battle up front. No matter what they dialed up, run, pass, Doug Flutie, drop kick, that defensive front was coming. And they came strong to force a 3rd and goal.
Third and goal, the offense hoping something can finally go right here. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Brings it in. They call this a 4-yard pickup, so now the question becomes, Brock, will they go for this or will they punt?
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I could think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
And they stop him. No touchdown, no 1st down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
You know, Kate, it's almost like the defense was in the offensive huddle before the play. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run, and the reward is they get off the field.
They'll send him over right. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to have this one up to about the 17-yard line. He gets 16 yards on that play. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
And this play reaches the 35 before he comes to an end. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's a Vegas first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First down, Raiders.
All set to go now from the 35. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. One quarter to go, Brock, and we'll see who can earn the wild card win. The Raiders have it, hoping to close out a win and advance another round. All right, here we go. 2nd down. From the gun, Smith. That's completed right side. He has this down to the 34. Give him 32 on that play. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw when you throw it that deep outside the numbers that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
First down, Smith to throw. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
Play fake. Here's Smith. He rolls to his right. Oh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line.
There we go.
Throwing on 3rd, Smith. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do, try to force that 4th down, it's down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure. Let the cover guys go shut it down.
The lead looks safe, but the Penals staying down. They're going for this. And again, it's Smith. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. They get 23 on that one. And that is the Dolphins' first down. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
42-yard line.
Playing with H-Man here out of the gun. And he's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. That one intended for Jalen Waddle. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Allen on 3rd and short. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And their 4th sack of the game, Brock, brings up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Desperation time here on 4th. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. 2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Putting a receiver in motion. Back to the air, it's Smith. It's a screen play to Genty. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Offense in a hurry up here.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
3rd and long, they're going to throw. And there's a man there, it's intercepted. Minka Fitzpatrick has got it. And the Dolphins turn the interception into a drive starting in enemy territory. He's tackled at the 45-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Dolphins just about set up here, 1st and 10.
Hey, home. Alert! It's out!
Working from the gun, it's Allen. Caught by Collins on the slant. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play down to the 19. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
What is that?
From the red zone on 1st. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it's going to be 2nd down.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
And again, it's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back, and 2 straight incompletions that made this 3rd down.
As a quarterback, you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find a throwing lane, and he couldn't do it on that one.
Middle. I got it. What's that?
3rd and long for him here. Catch is made in close. And it won't matter in the end, but nevertheless, he's in for the late touchdown. The Dolphins parlay the interception into points.
Those Most front office personnel people love to pair speedy wide receivers and ask their coaches to do just that. Put some play action in there. Let him go run, because with his speed, that route is a winner, chicken dinner.
That one right down the middle. And the Dolphins cut the lead down to a more manageable 28 points. Well, don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. It's close, but... oh, yes! The Dolphins got it back! All right, so a positive play for them, if nothing else. Game seems pretty far out of reach at this point, but still, had to try the onside kick in that spot.
You know what that was? It was two things, Cade. A, it's a good chance to practice your onside kick in a pretty low-pressure environment. But B, and so much more importantly, is down the road in a game where you're going to really need it. That gives you the confidence that you can get it done.
What's that?
On first down, they're going to start out with H.A. And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Operating from the gun, it's Ewers. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. No luck finding his receiver that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Throw here, 3rd down. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Darian Porter.
Yeah, I think the one thing you and I love about this NFL game is almost all of them are one-score games. So to see a blowout like this, it's taken a superhuman effort defensively, and they just added to it.
They've got a man in motion. On first down, here's Smith. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Intended target, Dante Thornton Jr. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Here we go. Here's the one. Check 58. Hey, along, catch left. What's up?
Shotgun snap to Smith. Has a man on target to Thornton. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. Offense up to the line fast.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
1st and 10 now. Here's Smith. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Smith's going to throw again. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. It's the 2-minute warning from Miami. Raiders started celebrating this win a while ago. New set of downs for him from the 31.
Hey, it's a clip. There we go, to the one. Good shot. So what's up?
Quick throw to the left is complete. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
Raiders 1st down.
Come on.
A gain of 18 on the play.
Throw right side, caught by Smith. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Running clock adding a sense of urgency to these proceedings.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Dolphins' 12-yard line.
They're going to pass it here. Escapes the pocket. And he drives this forward to the 6.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3.
Tuesday. Here we go. So what's up?
Out of the gun, here's Smith. Catch made. Touchdown, Vegas. The Raiders continue piling it on here in the fourth. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. Point after from Carlson is up and good. And the Raiders tack on 7 more to their lead. Kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10. They run, it's H.N. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Finds his back, H.N. And he is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. Give him 24 yards on that one. And it's going to be 1st down, Miami.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Round 80. What's that?
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Forced out to his right. Finds the in route complete. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment.
Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins putting up points in a game decided. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
Extra point attempt coming up. And it's no good. He missed the extra points. Rain, slick conditions, maybe making their presence felt as they fail to add another point on. With time ticking away, they prepare for a must-get onside kick. And the Raiders are able to secure the kick. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point of the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
That one's cut at the 10-yard line. And he's in. Oh, the double pass stuns him and ends with a touchdown. Carlson to tack on the extra point. Extra point set in through the rain. And the Raiders continue adding on to that lead. kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And this is going to be a touchback, Brock, so we'll see what they decide to do with the final seconds they've got left here. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10.
180! What's that?
Allen to throw. This is complete. It's Davis. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. And here's the timeout with just 1 second left on the clock. So we're going to have one more play left in a game that's already decided.
At the 37-yard line.
All right, one more snap to play here.
180! What's that?
Here he goes, one final shot. Downfield, this finds Waddle. And this is going to get them all the way into the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. So it's a road win for the Raiders in this one. And you never want to count out those wild card teams once the postseason begins, right? We've seen a few go on magical runs before, and they've officially begun theirs here, fighting their way to next week's divisional round games. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the